Hello. Welcome to our channel.
Start over.
Okay, well then go. Just go. We all cut out that first part.
Hi everybody. So today our show
Our show. Hello. Welcome to our channel. My name is Christina.
my name is Josh.
This is my husband. I'm his wifey. And yeah, today we wanted to make a video on how we met, and so yep. Babe is just awkward and weird, and we're both weird, so it's okay. Okay, so the first time we met was in the 8th grade, and I was more outspoken than he was in the 8th grade. So I saw him walking at a football game, and I put my arms up to him, and I was talking to him, and he was really, really quiet, like really quiet. Like, he didn't say anything. He didn't respond to me. Like, I was like asking him different questions and just, trying to start a conversation, and nothing happened after that. I think I did that like 2 or 3 times, and then yeah.
It was like 2 or 3 times, and I didn't know what to say.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, from my side of it, I never had somebody just come up to me and act like like we were something, and
Because we were something. We were something in my mind.
but yeah, I was I was saying in high school, there's a lot going on. I was just distracted by other things, and of course I was shy too. So, but yeah, I mean, I always, from my point of view, after the situation, I always thought about it, afterwards, like, who was that person? Like, I mean, I knew what her name was, but I didn't know her like that. So I always wondered who is that girl? You know, I did want to get to know her and everything. So it's just crazy how things just came back around, and we ended up being able to talk again, and then I was actually
Wait, you're skipping something. So we had tried to talk on and off. So after the 8th grade, so after high school, I was in 8th grade. You were in high school, right? Or wait, yeah, because I was in, yeah, okay. So, after high school, we had tried to talk a couple times, but I always blocked him because, like, I would try to text him something that was like godly, and it wouldn't make any sense at all. So I would always block him, and then I think it was, how old was I? 20? 20. Yeah, 20. 20 is, I think that was like the 3rd time that we had talked, and then it just ended up sticking. Like, I think it was like that 3rd time when I was 20. I blocked you. I had heard God tell me, like, this is your husband, but then I felt like crazy that I had that thought. I was like, nah, and then I just like kind of put it out of my head. And then we ended up meeting or whatever at my sister's house, and we hung out for a little bit. So, do you want to talk about that?
yeah. I talked to her a little bit, just texting and calling and stuff like that. But
Ooh, I'm sorry, I forgot one more thing too. Okay, so at the time that we had like started dating, like we made it official, I remember I had told God, I was like, I'm gonna block everyone out of my phone, and I'm strictly gonna focus on God, and everything else will fall into place. Like, He'll bring me my husband. So at the time I was talking to you, and I was talking to, like, I was courting with like 2 other people. So I had ended up like blocking everyone, even your number, and then somehow you still found a way to message me. I think it was on Facebook. So when you did that, I was like, oh wow, like this happened really quick. I think it was probably like a few weeks after I had blocked everybody. Probably like 3 weeks after I was like, okay, I'm tired of trying to like find my husband by myself. Like, I'm just gonna let God like bring him to me. And then it was like 3 weeks later, you had messaged me on Facebook and was like, what happened? Like, I've been texting you, you haven't been responding to me. And then yeah, so that's how we actually started dating. Because I was like, ooh, like he went really far to try to like to try to get my attention. And I did like that though.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah. I mean, we ended up texting and calling each other, and then, when she moved or was coming out to Lee Summit or whatever to our mom's house, then, because we live in Lee Summit, Missouri.
What? We're not putting that in there. We're not saying we live in Lee Summit. Oh my gosh.
So, whenever she moved closer to me, I was able.
You want everyone to know where we live.
Lee Summit, Missouri. An apartment.
Okay, so go ahead.
So when she moved closer to me, and it was more convenient to see her because she was kind of like right down the street.
And because he was weird, like he didn't drive on highways before he met me, so he didn't want to have to drive on a highway all the way where I was. So that's why you waited till I came out.
Yeah. At the time, I wasn't that experienced of a driver to just be driving on the highway. So I like to just drive places that was, easier to get to, easy commute. And so when she moved to where, she was closer to, where I could see her after I got off work, then, I went to see her. And yeah, I mean, the first time just seeing her and, looking at her and her just smiling and all those many things, it, like, like, it's crazy because, like, after high school, like, I wasn't as shy because I kind of came out of my shell. But, like when I had seen her or whatever after work, then I was feeling, like, really shy. Like, I was feeling, like, so nervous. Like, I was feeling sweaty. Like,
you were shaking. Like, he was visibly, like, shaking. Yeah. When he would talk, he would be talking. He would never look directly at me. Like, I would be looking at him, and he would just be looking straight and talking.
Yeah. Because, I was just so nervous. And I don't know. I mean, it's just that, just being around her and just, all of that. Like, I never had a woman just make me feel so nervous, like I was, in front of somebody that was, like, really important, which, she is now, But, yeah, I just, after that, I just knew that, she was, she was the one, like, she was going to be my wife or whatever, like, and like I told her in the beginning, and,
Yes. So on the first time that we hung out, we hugged each other goodnight, and then he was like, as he was hugging me, he was like, or as he was about to hug me, he was like, well, yeah, as you were hugging me, he was like, I'm hugging my future wife. And like I still hugged him like normal, but when I like walked away, I was like thinking like that's kind of like he's kind of weird. But then I was like, you never know. Like it's like right after I thought that was kind of weird, then I was like, you never know. Like I could be his wife or whatever. And so we started talking, and I had never been intrigued by someone before. Like no one had ever like seen me without weave, or seen me like without makeup, like, so that's how I knew too, like in my gut, like in my heart, I knew that you were the one for me, like because I was never so like open with anyone like I was with you, that I was like, okay, this is different. Like I can be me, like I could be my weird self, goofy self, like I can just have all my different like weird styles, and I don't have to put on like this like front. And that's one thing that I really liked about our relationship. So
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. How I knew more and more that I wanted her to be my wife was just the fact that all the relationships I ever been in the past, I never felt so comfortable with somebody, whereas but her, like, I felt really comfortable to where I could just be me, like I didn't have to like put on this like extra cool guy, like what's up, type of thing. Like I could just be me, like I just be who I am, and like make jokes, do all the silly things that I do, around my family who I feel comfortable with. I could do that around her, and
yes, and he did the most craziest, funniest dance. So I started working at his job, so I moved closer to him, and then I got a job where he worked, and he did the most funniest dance. Like it was so funny. We laughed so hard, and we laughed for like at least like 10 minutes. So stuff like that, I just knew that okay, like he was the one, because I don't like that like I don't know, like the popular, like I don't want to say popular front, but like I just like that we were ourselves, like that you were just 100% like you, like you didn't do anything outside of you. You were just you. And I think that's the first time that I've ever been with someone and they were just them. Like they didn't, like you didn't ever like, it didn't ever feel like you were trying to put on a front to like win me, or like win me over or whatever. Now of course you put on your best when you first meet someone, and over time you get more comfortable with that person and stuff. But I'm talking about like I never felt like, if I felt complete peace, that's what I should say, I felt complete peace being with you, and I did not feel that in any other relationship that I ever was in. So which I wasn't in many, like I was only in 2 other relationships before you, like 2 like serious relationship, like boyfriends or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It just all worked out, the way that it was supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would say right now where we are, of course you have like highs and you have lows. That's in any relationship. But I would say right now, this is probably one of the most like comfortable, happy. Besides, of course, like there's been other times too. But like I feel like this is the most I felt in my life, like feeling like comfortable and happy, and having joy. Even I wouldn't change anything. Of course you would, I don't know. I like where we are, and I like how much we've grown, and how much, I just like where we are.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's been 6 years now since we've been together, and I married her 2 years into our relationship, and it was always something that we was working towards doing anyway. Is getting married because both of us already knew in ourselves that we wanted to be with
This
each
is
other.
my moves.
That we wanted to be with each other for the rest of our lives. So 6 years now being together, it just um, it just shows that what we were trying to do in the beginning, that it was real, and that we really did want to be with each other for the rest of our life. And 6 years now, like we're still together. We're still getting to know each other. I'm still getting on her nerves. She's still getting on my nerves. But it's
Yeah, but I feel like in the beginning, it's like, like this person's getting on my nerves. Like I can't stand them, like, or whatever. But now it's like you get on my nerves, but I still want you around. If that makes sense. Like, I mean, I've always obviously felt that way. But you get to a place in your relationship where the things that irritate you, you don't take them as seriously as you would when you first get together. Because when you're first getting together, you first move in together, you're realizing like, oh, this person isn't perfect like I thought they were. And then you're realizing that the other person has stuff that you don't like necessarily, like that they do or whatever. But I think as time goes on, you learn, like you're growing, so things will fall off. But then there's some things that, like for instance, you take the socks off in the bed, and I'm just like, ugh, like that gets on my nerves, and I don't like that. Like I'm not trying to sleep with nobody's socks in the bed, but I'm just like, over time, I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna like, like lately, the past like couple weeks, I haven't said anything. I just took them out of the bed, and like, so yeah.
Yeah.
I met you at high school football.
Yeah, we met at a football game, and we never thought that we'd be here right now.
I
with
claimed
each other.
you. I claimed that you were mine. I claimed you, and God saw that I wanted you, and I said, "Ooh, it's him," and God made it happen for me.
Pretty much. Because I didn't know I didn't know. All I knew, when I was younger, is that I wanted to get married. I wanted to, have a wife and have children. And I grew up with both my parents in the home. So, of course, I looked, at them. I looked at their marriage, and all I knew is that, I wanted to be married, and I wanted to have children. I wanted to be happy and have a wife. And so it's just crazy how the person that in high school that
Stopped you.
Yeah, that I wasn't sure about end up being the one that I'm married to right now. So yeah.
All right. Well, we will see you guys in our next video. Bye.